Hey y'all, hey, come on in. I'm doing all the tech stuff. Hopefully, all of the different platforms are letting everybody know where I am and all of that good stuff. Let me see. I got one more stop to add. Hold on. Come on in. Come on in. As you're coming in, say hey. Let me know you're there. Let me know you can hear me and see me, please. That'd be awesome. Let's see. There it is. Listen, listen. So, okay. Look, I got all the things going finally. So, listen, I am excited to have this conversation. I've been talking about money all week, making money in business all week. So, as you come in, let me know you're there. Also, let me know where you are in your business. So, if you're at growth, type growth in the comments. If you're starting, type starting in the comments. And also make sure you share this out. For those of you who are new to me, I am Tarkessa Colvin. I am the CEO strategist and business consultant for T. Colvin Consulting. So I'm excited to have this conversation. So if you came across this, it says less is more. Creating an additional six figures in your business is easier than you think. So when I tell you I have been talking about money and making money easily, I want to say for the past 6 days consecutively, just in different platforms, different areas, arenas, and all the things. And one of the things that I love is when I talk about simple strategies to make money, like I can see it all over people's faces because it's like I've been doing long division when all I had to do was really add 2 plus 2. So that's exactly what I want to talk to you about today and what I want to share with you today. And I'm gonna go ahead and be very transparent, y'all. Let's talk about my first six figures in my business, my old business. My That was a hard six figures. When I say that was a hard six figures, I mean I worked hard for that six figures. And the year before I made six figures in my business, I made four figures the whole year. And there was a reason for that. And I'm going to talk to you about that in just a second. So, again, as you're coming in, say, hey, let me know you're there. But I'm going to give you just a couple of points that'll really help you kind of flip that switch if you are struggling to even conceive of how you can make an additional six figures. I'm not even talking about all the work you've put in already to get to where you are. I'm talking about just not just, but an additional six figures in your business. And for some of you, you heard that and you were like, I can't do double what I'm doing now because it's like I said about my old business. That was a hard six figures that I earned. I earned a horde six figures. Like I worked my butt off for that. And I want to talk to you. Let me tell you about that. So, like I said, the year before, I made four figures. I had three clients. One was a repeat. So, I guess four clients technically. And I made four figures. When I tell you those four clients, I worked hard for those four clients. And it's because I was doing all the things. When I say all the things, it was like, you want to start a business? I can help you do that. You need me to you need me to braid your hair? I can paint your house. Like I had so much stuff packed into what I was offering. Hey, hey, hey. I had so much stuff packed into what I was offering. I was working myself to pieces. And usually when that happens, it's one of two reasons. Either you've packed so much stuff into this offer that to justify whatever the price is, or you just genuinely don't understand the psychology of creating an offer, a transformational offer. And for me, it was the latter. I did not understand the process of creating, and I hate to say process because that makes it sound hard, but I didn't understand how to create a transformational offer that was succinct and that got results. I was trying to take people from A to Z as opposed to taking them from A to B or from Y to Z, right? I was trying to do all of the things. So I was exhausted. But I took that same, it wasn't until I got a mentor that sat me down and said, okay, tell me how are you serving your clients? And she had a questionnaire and she was low tech. It was so funny. So I'm in a Google Doc and I'm typing up all the stuff and like, I'm looking at the lines, pushing all of her questions down because I'm still typing all of the stuff that I'm doing for these clients. And so then we had our call and she just looked and she said, what is all this? I said, okay, so I helped them register their business with their local Secretary of State. I helped them make sure that their website is up and SEO has all of the SEO stuff. I helped them make sure that their branding is together. I helped them, if they have a book idea, I helped them get that idea outlined, and then I helped them write the book, and then I helped them publish the book, and then I helped them market the book to make some more money, and then I helped them, like, even as I'm saying that, I know some of y'all are like, girl, like pick something and go with that. But that's what I'm saying. I work and listen to what I said before. I made 4 figures and I was doing all of that. I had to go back because I knew I wanted to talk to y'all about this. I had to go back to PayPal and go through the archives and the first those three clients and then the one that recurred paid $1,250. They really paid less than that, and I'll talk to y'all about that another time. $1,250 for all of the services that I was providing. And I can't remember because I blocked it out. I can't remember if it was 4 weeks or 6 weeks, but at any rate, I was doing all of that in a 4 to 6 week period. Have you been there? So when I tell you I was earning hard money, I was earning hard money. I was earning money that I was earning that burnout money. That was a habit I was forming. And so once I got with my mentor at the time, and she was like, what do you like to do? And at the time I told her, I said, I really like the part, like it's either or, it's not all of it. Either I enjoy helping people with business. This is what I said to her. Or I enjoy helping people go from idea to published book that's profitable. At the time, I didn't see the profitable publishing as a business. Essentially, I just like business coaching, but I didn't want to say that because now I know when you write a book, you've launched a business. It's a whole business. And so I got super crystal clear on just that process, that part of the process. It didn't negate from the fact that I could do the business. Y'all know me, y'all have heard me. Y'all know I do business, I do's, right? And so it didn't negate from that. It just helped me to focus. My messaging got focused. My activities got more focused. Not all the way focused, but more focused. The content I was creating got more focused. Where I showed up got more focused. And within 4 weeks of her helping me, because there was some mindset stuff that had to happen too, I generated $26,000. So I went from 4 figures to 5 figures with just a simple tweak of honing in on where I come in the transformation. Like, I didn't have to take on the whole transformation to be impactful. Again, when I say that, I don't necessarily have to take people from A all the way to Z in order for me to be impactful. And that's what I thought when I first started out offering that package. Let me know if that makes sense. Talk to me. Y'all know I like talk to me in the comments. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense. I was trying to take people from one end of the US to the other end of the US in 4 to 6 weeks. And that's why it was a seed that was planted. that I had to work like that. And so even when I got to that more succinct offering, I was working hard because there was an additional layer to it that I didn't realize until I needed to realize. And the additional part of that was simply, it was about my pricing. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time, toxic pricing. And so I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. I am telling you what I know. Oh yeah, I was offering not far too much. I was offering way too much, right? I was. I was working my butt off. And also it was hard for me because when you have that heart for people, right? When you have that desire to just help people because you've been there, because you can see the former you in them, that'll get you caught up. That will get you caught up, and then you'll be like, well, maybe I can do this extra thing. And so I didn't set the clear boundaries either within that. It wasn't until later, and anybody who's ever worked with me knows one of the things I used to always tell my clients is I can't want it more than you. I had to learn that the hard way because I wanted it more than some of the clients that I brought on at that level at that time. So the first thing again, and we're gonna get to, I know you're like, how do I get to my additional six figures with that? Are you working too damn hard? Are you working too hard because you're trying to encompass the whole process as opposed to specializing in a facet of the process? Just because somebody only works on the alternator doesn't mean they don't get paid. Yeah, they didn't put the whole car together, but they specialize in the alternator. I know who to go to when I got a problem with the alternator. Expertise can be very specific and still be powerful. If I were to come on here and tell y'all I know all the things about all the things, you're gonna be like, what? What? Like, where do we even begin? But also the weight of that on me. I didn't understand that. I did not understand that. I am not Ruby Tuesday. I don't have a menu of items for you to choose from. Not a no. You come to me, because you know what? You're making money in your business, but you're tired as hell. You're working yourself harder than any 9 to 5 you've ever had. You want to go to the next level as far as your income, but you also have this block in your head that tells you, I'm going to be working even harder because that was a hard 6 figures I hit. And so that's why you're coming to me, because you want a plan that allows you to be present in your life. It's the holidays coming up. Well, I've been trying to put my Christmas tree up since August, but that's another conversation. My family ain't down with it. That's fine. That's okay. Haters. But it's that time of year when there's families and activities and getaways and all of that, and you want to be present for that. And you know that there are some things in your business that have to shift in order for you to be present to do that. That's what I do. More money, more time freedom. It's an and in between there. There's no or. I'm the and lady. I'm helping you tap into more money and more time freedom. But see, I did not know that before. And I suspect that if you're on here listening to this, you got some of that hidden in what you do too. So you helping your clients with their mindset, you helping them lose weight, you helping them with their career, like you doing all the things. And you're tired because you've taken on that cape of being the superhero to all. Let me know if that makes sense. I can say it another way. Let me know if that's making sense. You can't make more money that way because your exhaustion is going to prevent you from doing that. You can't tap into an additional 6 figures in your business if you're doing all the things. because your current setup means that you got to do all the things for these clients that you already got and any more clients that you're bringing on. Even if you say with your mouth, yeah, I can do that, your mind and your body and your spirit and your energy, like, no, we're not doing that. So you're repelling people, even though you're trying to talk them into your space, into hiring you, into working with you, investing in themselves via you. Ask me how I know. Shoot, I've been there. I have been there. I can't get past telling y'all it was a hard 6 figures. It was a hard 6 figures. You say, I'm this way in life, period. Learning to fall back some from your good. You can't serve, listen, if you are in a hospital or some type of healthcare facility because you burned out, they still not going to get the support. Not from you. They'll get it from somewhere, but not from you. Because what you can't be is in somebody's hospital bed trying to, on the laptop. Come on. And that may seem extreme, but think about the family vacations where you're like, okay, I'm gonna catch up with y'all, and then you over here on Canva for somebody. You over here trying to write copy for somebody. I've done it. The only thing I haven't done is take my laptop to the beach because that ain't hot. Your sand be everywhere, my shoes and my purse. I don't need it in my laptop. So understanding the psychology of your offer and the transformation, the part of the transformation that you support is crucial. That's how you get to that additional 6 figures, because then you can offer retainers. Retainers, that's one of my favorite things. Prime example, when I talk to you about the authors that I used to help, I took a woman from idea to published book and all of the things within that I was offering, which was still kind of too much, but whatever. And after that, she was like, I still need access to you. I know marketing, but I just need to be able to bounce my marketing ideas off of you. And so twice a month, we would have a call, and maybe it went an hour, 90 minutes, something like that. Hey, Danielle, that lady would pay me $1,500 a month for 6 months. That was her retainer to be able to access me so that she could hop on 2 phone calls with me, and she would come with her notebook and she would be like, listen, I was thinking about doing such and such. What do you think? And we would talk it through. I was a sounding board, $1,500 a month. Now that may not seem like a lot to you, but for maybe 4 hours of work, that's not bad. Not bad. I didn't even have to drive. We didn't even do Zoom. Sometimes it was just a phone call. I had another retainer client. I took her through the process. But guess what? I had a team. She didn't have a team. And she was like, how am I going to maintain my website? I got all these, you got me all these speaking engagements and stuff like that. How am I going to put the pictures up and all of that stuff? I don't know how to do that. I said, well, you can rent my team. And so I want to say it was $1,500 for her. For, $1,500 for her, she rented my team. That was an additional 8 months. So I had 6 months overlapped of $3,000 worth of retainer coming in. And that was in addition to when I would offer openings to work with me directly and things like that. Retainers, game changer. And it's not, you can make it look at the 2 different examples that I just gave you. You can make it look like whatever you want. Whatever the next step is that you're willing to do. If it doesn't align with you or don't light you up, I had a mentor. I wanted her to do something for me so bad because she was so good at it. And she said, no, I don't have the desire to do that. I was mad, but then I wasn't mad. You can make those retainers look like whatever you want. But the first step is you really need to sit down and look at your offer. What's the end-to-end offer? Did you do like me and you really put everything in that sucker except including the kitchen sink? It's got hot sauce on it. It's got, you're gonna come and you're gonna cook for them and you're gonna cater at the event, you're gonna do all the things. If you did, start figuring out which parts of this don't I like? Which parts of this does it cost me a lot to even deliver? I got to a point where I was like, yeah, I'm not doing your website. I don't want to. I can help you with your book. I don't want to help you with your website. I want to. Because it was a lot of project management and I didn't want to do that. That will add to your burnout, but it'll also add to your brokenness in your bank account. If you're working, if you're overworked, do you know it's costing you money? A couple weeks ago, I did a summit, and one of the people said, the more you work, the less money you make. And I was like, dang, you're right. You're absolutely right. Because if you charge $10, I hope you didn't, and you worked more than 10 hours, now you're making less than $1 for those. It just doesn't make sense. And before you know it, burned out, ready to shut it all down because you didn't understand the psychology of your offer and hone in on just really the part of the process you want to do. But also, you ain't set any boundaries. That's for you. You can set boundaries. You can set boundaries. At 6 o'clock on my phone, I can't access Facebook after 6 o'clock because it becomes a habit to just hit the little F on my phone. And I'm supposed to be in family mode, or I've decided, or I get to be in family mode, not supposed to be. I'm in family mode. That's a way to help me keep my boundaries. Now, sometimes I'll be like, well, I need to unwind. And I might hit the good old TikTok because that's where I get my laughs in. But Facebook, I feel like it's work. It's like I've gone back into the office. So the answer is always pricing. Y'all know that with me. Go to your pricing. But now I'm telling you, look at that offer. Did you design an offer that has you working more than your client on their dream, on their goal, on their vision? Probably. That's the thing, as coaches, as consultants, as mentors. We're here to work in partnership with the people who invest to work with us. And we get it so twisted, like we have to do it or they don't get results. That's not how any of this works. That will keep you from getting more clients that you really do want, or even putting out there a retainer offer because you're tired. That'll keep you from being able to tap into that additional 6 figures. So, tapping into the additional 6 figures, shrink some of your offers. Maybe not time wise, as far as, if it's a 6 week something or 12 week something, maybe not that, but pull back some of your resources so that you can use them elsewhere. If your whole team has to support one client, how do you bring on other clients? How do you put consulting offers out there? Because your team is preoccupied doing all the things for one client. As business owners, you got to look at that. You may have to shrink some of that, the things that you're offering. Let me know if that makes sense. That doesn't mean the price changes. You're still the expert. You still got the team. You still got the resources. You're still accelerating their process. Okay, I was like, where my comments go? I was like, guys, I see y'all. I know you're listening. Okay. You may have to pull it back. That does not at all mean that the price has to change. It just doesn't. You're still the expert, you're still the guide, all of that. So you get to reclaim your energy so you can reallocate it somewhere else in those retainers. I saw somebody talking about, yeah, I want to do retainers. Maybe you want to do more corporate consulting, but you've got these 3 clients that you have dedicated every hour, every waking hour to. Change that. And oh, yes, the price might need to go up. When you hone in and tune in and decide, you know what, I want to help you with this part of the transformation. You're a specialist. Prices go up. I've said this, and some of you know me, I don't have a dollar store. I have a $10,000 store. That's where the conversation for my time begins. And the reason is because I didn't want to have to talk about price. And I didn't want people to be like back in the day on In Living Color, good Lord, well, how much for an hour of your time? I didn't want to have those conversations. So the conversation, when I say everything's $10,000, the conversation for me is now, which one of these support options is the best fit for you? Is that going to be a VIP day? Is that going to be 6 months one-on-one? Or if I have a group option available at the time, is that going to be the best one? I would rather have that conversation than somebody telling me, well, I got a coupon. I don't want to talk about that. That does not help my energy. So that was a decision that I made. So my goal is always to talk to y'all for about 20 minutes. It never go that way. It never go that way. So I'm going to give you a quick recap for those of you that came in later. Number one thing that you need to do to create your additional 6 figures is you need to look at the offers that you have. Are you doing too much? And is that why you don't have the energy to do some of the other things that you want to do to generate this additional income? Like you got 5 clients. You wish you could, be speaking at conferences, but you don't have time. You wish you could do corporate workshops, but you don't have time because you're doing all the things for these clients that you have. Check your offer. Is it time to cut it in half? A third? Is it time for you to just focus on one piece of that and maybe make a course out of the rest? That's an option. You get to decide. And the other part is this: prices. Is it time for your price to go up? Is it time for your price to go up because you're specializing so that you can diversify the way that your income comes in? There is nothing worse than, think about them days in corporate when you was like, I don't want to go to work, but gotta pay these bills. You didn't want to create that in your own business. So make a decision not to. Check your offer. Butcher it up if you have to. Make a course out of the foundational pieces if you want to. And then diversify the way that your income comes in. Retainers are amazing. Retainers it just allows you to breathe, knowing that every month for 6 months or a year or 24 months, yes, you can have a 24-month retainer. Corporations, if you tell some certain small businesses, listen, it's going to take 24 months for us to really turn this thing around. Now I can help you with it, but it's going to be, they'll be like, okay, how do you want to do that? Let me know how your invoicing works. You write that into your contract, boom, it's a thing. So you can't get to that point though, because you're exhausted, because you're doing all the things for the 3 clients that you have, for the 5 clients that you have. You're exhausted because you got to build their house, you got to find them a nanny, you got to do business coaching, and you got to help them pick their next hair color. It's too much. It's too much. I'm talking to myself for real. I've been there. I've been there. Okay. So that's just a quick rundown. Creating an additional six figures in your business, you want to first assess where you are, what you're doing, throw out what no longer serves you. Some of that stuff, some of the stuff, I don't want to help people write books anymore. Not individuals. No. I have some back end things, but nothing on the front end. That's a choice I made. Sometimes the services that you render, you outgrow them. It's a thing. When you embrace that and you can reallocate your energy, because money is energy. Reaping and sowing, that's energy. That's about energy. You need to reclaim your energy so you can get your money. So you can get your additional six figures in your business. But you can't do it at the rate that you're going. You can't do it treating yourself like a bargain basement, throw everything in the basket and hope they buy it. You're not selling your expertise on the side of the road. So stop acting like that. I don't know who that was for. I feel like they write in this section right here. Okay. So right quick, while we got a few minutes, if you have questions, drop them in the comments. And if you come back on the replay, drop them in the comments. I come back and I look for questions because I really want you to get this. You are a simple decision about your offering and your pricing away from an additional six figures. Not just six figures, an additional six figures. I'm going to say it again. You are a decision away about your offering and your pricing from an additional six figures. Make the decision. Make the decision. You the boss. You hold the vision. You know what you want your business to do, and you know how you want your business to treat you and benefit your life. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't have to make a big, announcement about it. All you got to do is decide and be like Nike. Just do it. Just do it. All right. So look, I'm going to let y'all go. I cooked some beef tips and rice. And I'm going to go eat that. Oh, I got a question. Okay. How do I represent, let me put it up on the screen. How do I represent work I did in other industries in my portfolio to get work in my current industry? I don't want people to try to talk my prices down because it's not the same industry or experience. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this. That's a story that you're telling yourself. That people are gonna try to talk your prices down. Your price is your price. I don't know when you came in, but when I said a few minutes ago, I got a $10,000 store, I made the decision that everything is $10,000 because I don't want to talk about price. I want to talk about the best support format. So that's the decision. And when I tell people that, it's like, okay, because now the conversation is not about the investment. And for me, and I want you to get there, is that the conversation around money is never about your experience. You've got the experience. You've got the receipts. They need you. The conversation about money is not about your skills. It's about them. It's about them. And so when you decide that your price is your price, your price is your price. Now, the first part of that, how do I represent work that I did in other industries? How does the work translate to the transformation that you're offering? See, in corporate, I was a leader. When I was in corporate working a 9 to 5, I was a leader. I was a leader of people. And then I was a leader of systems. I handle systems and people. I talk about that all the time. Now, because what? I'm essentially a leader of people and a leader of systems. It translates to the coaching and consulting that I do. If you were a team lead, if you were If you sold insurance, you got sales, you got leadership. If you worked in recruiting, then that's a whole other thing. You had the ability to identify skill sets. You had the ability to delegate. It translates. Let me know if that's making sense. Let me know if that's making sense. Okay. Again, I don't want us to keep telling ourselves the story that somebody's going to talk our price down. Mm-mm. Because you the boss. That's your decision. And if they do, if you have another option, don't create another option. So $10,000 store, I also have a membership. It's not $10,000. And so if people don't want to invest $10,000, hey, you know what? Or they're not in a, it's not even that they don't want to. I'm not going to say that. Maybe they're not in a place. Maybe they don't feel comfortable. They might be in a place, but they don't feel comfortable. Maybe they don't know their numbers, because I talk about that all the time. Then I have the ability to say, you know what? Hop over in CEO Profit School. Because one thing about me, I'm going to teach. It doesn't matter the format. And so you're going to get this information inside of CEO Profit School. You're going to get some information. You'll have to handle it yourself. You won't have the support. You won't have the community at the level that you do when you work with me on the higher level. But you can get this information and you can start wrapping your head around your numbers. You can start understanding what a money leak is in your business. Money leaks are the number one reason that people think they don't have any money. It's like the money comes in and goes back out. I talk about that inside of CEO Profit School. And if I come across someone and I can see, because I'm the expert, and I can see that's what the problem is, people say, I made 6 figures, but I don't know. Either they made a hard 6 figures or they got money leaks. But again, I'm stressing, don't create something just because someone says, oh, okay, I can't invest at that level right now. Don't create, unless you're led to do it, but don't create it just because that's the scenario that happened. That's wasting your energy. And remember, the goal is to reallocate our energy in an effective way. Okay. So look, this is my third closing. I'm about to let y'all go. I'm gonna let y'all go. But again, if you come back, if you came in late and you're gonna go and check it from the top, check this out from the top. Make sure that you're tagging your biz besties. Make sure that you're sharing this, because these are conversations that we need to have. These are conversations that we need to have. The 6-figure part is great, but them hard 6 figures, we got to come up out of that. All right. So y'all have a great evening. If you got questions, drop them in the comments. I come back, I check the comments, I answer. I like to talk. Y'all have a good night.